Evening all, the Flying Canary here, feathers slightly ruffled after another Ryanair gate change, bringing you your O'Grady forecast for League 2, where football is fierce, the Wi-Fi non-existent, and the pies have more personality than half the managers. This week's show is proudly powered by Mix Concrete, pouring hope since 1987 and loosely held together by instant coffee and blind optimism. If the Premier League is a catwalk and the Championship's a car crash, League 2 is a community sing-along in a pub car park, slightly off-key but utterly beautiful. Let's start with the early kickoffs. We begin under the Cheltenham Hills at Wadden Road, where Cheltenham Town hosts Walsall for the lunchtime starter. The Robins have rediscovered a bit of rhythm. Walsall bring muscle and mileage. Expect headers, hoots, and one defender going step-overs. He definitely shouldn't. The forecast 2-1 Cheltenham, scrappy winner, fans delirious, pigeons traumatised. Fun fact, on this date in 1415, Henry V won the Battle of Agincourt. Cheltenham will be hoping for similar luck with fewer arrows and better finishing. A few hundred miles north at Highbury Stadium, Fleetwood Town meet Accrington Stanley, the Milkad Legends versus the Cod Army. It's like a Netflix special. Nobody asked for Northern Grit, the rematch. Fleetwood Town can score for fun. Aki never stop running. I'm calling 2-2 plus at least one handbags moment near the dugouts. Referee, local legend Phil No-Nonsense Watson, so expect cards like confetti at a Blackpool wedding. The 3 p.m. drama then at Holker Street. Barrow hosts Barnet, the coldest fixture known to man. If you see your breath, that's not atmosphere, that's frostbite. Barnet travel optimistically. Barrow fans turn up wrapped like Arctic explorers. 1-0 Barrow goal, scored via knee deflection and pure willpower. Sponsored by Lakeland windscreens, because you can't see through the game through hail. Down south, Bromley welcome MK Dons to Hayes Lane. Artificial pitch, real ambition. MK Dons pass it like Barcelona until they reach the box. Then remember their MK Dons. Bromley, meanwhile, thrive on chaos. 1-1 with a disputed goal that will have both managers waving clipboards. VAR corner, not here mate. Just a bloke with an iPhone on 4G shouting onside. At Broadfield Stadium, Crawley Town face Bristol Rovers. Gasheads will flood the away ends, singing about Wembley 2007. Crawley will respond by doubling the bar prices. Rovers silky going forward, leaky at the back, 2-1 Rovers, but expect post-match fury about the ref not understanding the game. Travel tip, trains back to Bristol are chaos, bring snacks and serenity. Over at Gresty Road, Crew Alexander play Grimsby Town. Crew's youth versus Grimsby's experience, and wins so strong it bends corner flags. 1-0 Grimsby, the goal probably an accident, but they'll celebrate like it's promotion. Pub fact, Grimsby once trained on a beach, the sand still has better first touch. Gillingham hosts Salford City at Priestfield. Once owned by ex-pros, one powered by Kentish stubbornness. Salford bring swagger and sponsorship. Gills bring drizzle and despair. 2-1 Gillingham, with at least one long throw causing existential crisis in the Salford defence. And yes, the tea there still tastes faintly of engine oil. Up north at Wetherby Road, Harrogate Town face Newport County. Both clubs run harder than they sing. Pitch the size of a postage stamp, atmosphere the size of a Yorkshire. 1-1 draw and 45 minutes of both benches shouting press louder than the fans. In East Midlands, Notts County host Cambridge United at Meadow Lane. Old Gold versus New Brains. County love a passing triangle. Cambridge love a 25-yarder that nearly hits the Trent. 2-1 Notts County. Home form just too strong. Stadium fact, Meadow Lane opened in 1910, the same year Halley's Comet last passed. Expect something equally rare, a clean sheet. Oldham Athletic take on Shrewsbury Town at Boundary Park, the windiest place in Storm Ciara. Ball goes up, comes down in Rochdale. Oldham's fans back in voice, Shrewsbury hard to break, 2-0 Oldham. Both goals scored while the ref tries to find his whistle in his coat. Sponsor, Hot Brews Van Hire, because at Boundary Park, tea's not a drink, it's a survival tool. At the county ground, Swindon Town welcome Colchester United. Swindon play like Brazil for 10 minutes, then forget which way they're attacking. Colchester United love an upset on a coach journey. 3-2 Swindon, end-to-end stuff, with at least one deflection off someone's shin pad and a seagull intervention. Finally, Tranmere Rovers meet Chesterfield at Prenton Park. Floodlights on, fans up for both clubs, believing they're sleeping giants. Tranmere direct Chesterfield's crafty 2-2 draw, late penalty, arguments in the car park. Love it. So a mid-show caffeine break brought to you by the Motorway Snack Shack, home of the 450 sausage roll and regret. League Two is football with dirt under its fingernails and dreams in its eyes. One minute you're celebrating a screamer, the next you're checking Google Maps for the nearest McDonald's. So the forecast, light rain in Lancashire, gale force belief in Grimsby and scattered optimism moving east towards Cambridge. Temperatures dropping, patience dropping faster. Welcome to autumn football. And the referee appreciation moment. Let's hear it for the officials, braving Fleetwood's wind and Walsall's whinging. This week's hero is whoever keeps their whistle after Oldham versus Sheffield Shrewsbury without needing therapy. And for Mascot Madness, Cheltenham's Quadney the Robin got stuck in the turnstile last week, took 3 stewards and a lubricant spray to free him. Meanwhile at Harrogate, Harry Gator started a Congo line with the subs. Entertainment value 10 out of 10. This weekend in football history, the 25th of October, 1997, Chesterfield blew a 3-goal lead against Reading. Moral of the story, never celebrate too early, never trust injury time, and never leave for the car park. Also on this date in 1983, the BBC launched Breakfast Time. League Two managers still haven't forgiven them for forcing press conferences before noon. And their Flying Canary Travel tips. Cheltenham, lovely town, terrible parking, arrive on foot or faith. Fleetwood, bring a scarf and a sense of humour. Barrow, pack a thermos and your own signal. Wi-Fi gave up in 2014. Bromley, near a train station but not near anything you want. Swindon roundabouts everywhere you may never escape. And remember, never trust the ground that serves salad. This is football, not detox. And a fan soundbite, overheard at Crawley. We're on the up this season. Yeah, mate, that's the price of parking. If you're enjoying the forecast, hit like, share and subscribe. It helps fund my caffeine habit and the occasional B&B that isn't haunted. And if your club fancies its own 4-minute O'Grady outlook, custom jokes, rival digs, local history, drop me a line. We'll make your fan channels sound like a match of the day at Monty Python at a service station. Final word now. Tonight's forecast brought to you by Greg's, fueling false dawns since 1939. That's your League Two forecast. 12 games, 36 pints of hope, and 1 Flying Canary flapping back to Dublin. Travel safe, sing loud, and remember, hope isn't a tactic, but it keeps the turnstile spinning. Flying Canary out.